We're here at Duff's Cake Mix in West Hollywood where Katy Perry filmed her music video, Birthday, and now we're here with Chef Duff Goldman to learn how to make confetti cake in a jar. On Just Add Sugar, we're bringing you some of our favorite sugary recipes that are sure to tempt and delight any sweet tooth. Duff, I'm so excited to learn how to make confetti cake in a jar. What's the first thing we need to do?
All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make confetti cake. We are going to butter the pan. You do need to butter the sides. You gotta butter the bottom, or the cake won't come out. Okay, then you take a little bit of flour, shake it around, tap, tap, tap. Now for the actual batter. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cream the butter and the sugar. So we're gonna take all this butter and we're gonna put it right into this mixer with a beater. You want to do the sugar?
All right, all of it?
The whole thing. Sugar and butter is creamed, and so now what we're gonna do is wet, dry, wet, dry. So we got flour, baking powder, salt. This is really important. Whisk the dry together. So what you're doing two things there. One, you're making sure there's not like a big chunk of salt. And two, you're aerating the flour. And what'll happen is the dry is gonna pull that sugar and the butter away from the sides of the bowl. So now we have milk and eggs, okay? Dry. Let's do the vanilla. Good. You see how nice and sort of smooth that is? Yeah.
It's like a ribbon.
Yeah, you can do that whole thing in there. Kaboom! We're gonna turn this off. We're gonna give it a scrape, and then we're gonna turn it on again, and then we're done.
I'm so excited. Okay. This is the best part. This is what makes it confetti.
You got the sprinkles. Do you want me to fold and you sprinkle? Or
you
do you
fold. I'm gonna make it rain.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Excited?
Yes.
Okay.
This is like instant birthday cake.
Just go for it. Don't be shy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Look at that.
So now it's time to bake this. How long are we gonna bake this for?
Okay, we're gonna bake that at 350 degrees for about 20, 25 minutes.
Great.
You wanna make buttercream? Yes,
let's make the buttercream.
Okay.
And it starts with a lot of butter.
A lot of butter, cup of egg whites, sugar, 2 pounds of butter.
Dang.
All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a French meringue, which is a cold meringue, and then we're gonna fold butter into it. Now, you start out just the egg whites. Those big bubbles are what's gonna turn into meringue. Right, once they start getting frothy, then you can slowly add the sugar. Then what'll happen is it'll start turning white, start getting shiny. Once that whips up to stiff peaks, then you have a meringue. Meringue is done.
All right, want me to help you? Whoa.
Now we're gonna crank it. Right now it's just kind of chunky, looks like cottage cheese, it looks horrible, and watch, it's just gonna get smoother and smoother. Give it a taste.
Ooh, with my finger?
Yeah, go for it. It's good, right?
So we have our buttercream. Now let's check on the cake because it's time to make our cake in a jar.
Let's do it.
All right, this is the best part. We're finally gonna assemble the cakes in a jar.
We are.
So our cakes turned out pretty good.
Cakes came out good. You like them?
Yeah.
Dig them? The idea for cake in a jar, here's where it came from. When you make a wedding cake or any kind of decorated cake, what you do, you take the cake out, take a knife, and you would cut the top off. Now, what do you do with this?
I usually eat that part. So
what if you're making 1,000 of these a day?
I don't know, that looks like a good snack.
Yeah, that's a lot of snacks. So, the thing is, we're throwing all this stuff and we were like, we really try to bake with the environment in mind. So, don't throw this away. We're like, what can we do with this? We could do cake in a jar.
Yes.
And so what we do is we take that, and now we're actually gonna make cake in a jar with all of these. We're gonna do another layer. Take the straight knife.
Yeah.
And we're gonna kind of chop this into pieces, right?
So are we doing frosting first, cake first?
I like frosting first personally, just because I like to have something for people to like take your spoon and like dig out and like, okay, there's a little bit of buttercream. So personally, what I like to do is take the bag and do a really thin layer just right on the bottom. A couple of sprinkles and then some cake.
Oh my gosh. And these are such great edible gifts because you just put the top on.
And they're adorable.
You can ship them to people. They are adorable.
They're adorable. Some more.
So now I have frosting on the very top. Do I do more cake?
Here's what I would do. I would say if you're gonna do frosting on the very top, I would take some sprinkles. Take a good amount of sprinkles.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? A good amount. And get them all on there.
So that frosting
The
doesn't
frosting
stick
doesn't
to the
stick
top.
to the lid. But your first bite, you have this awesome gooey bite.
Oh my gosh.
Right? And then on it goes. Ta-da!
What I love about a cake in a jar is it's the perfect bite. You get the perfect amount of frosting to cake to sprinkles.
It's good. You know, the cool thing about these is that the cake that's in the jar is actually recycled cake. We're using a recycled plastic spoon, and you can reuse the mason jar as well.
You're so eco-friendly.
I'm so eco-friendly.
Chef, thank you for teaching us how to make confetti cake in a jar.
You're very welcome.
And thank you for watching. I'm Brandy. We'll see you next time on Popsugar.